YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now this video right here is part 7 to the 21 questions, a weekly, as you could say, a questionnaire that I have been doing for the last month and 3 weeks. And I want to thank everyone who submitted a question, for everyone who thought about submitting the question, and also a big shout out to all the followers, everybody that's been down with me since day one. And also a big shout out to them Houston Astros for whooping them Dodgers asses in the World Series. Finally get us a franchise. I guess after Hurricane Katrina, God had to make everything all right for us. So we're going to start it off just like this, no delay. Question number 1, Stephanie Pinkleton. Hey Trey, do you believe anything will actually come from the indictments against the Trump campaign, or is this more smoke and deflection? Thanks. I believe it's more smoke and deflection, because one thing about Trump you have to understand, he is a puppet. He's no different than Barack. He's no different than a George Bush, or Clinton, or Senior, or Ronald Reagan. These people are basically just playing a part in a handwritten script that's handed down to them from the international bankers, the people that actually control this world. So people want to think that, just like I used to think when I was young, that the president of the United States was the most powerful person in the world. Then you started hearing about these other 13 families, the Pope, Queen Elizabeth, and a lot of other things that that you cannot really say over the air, but you can really do some research and find out what it is. So no, nothing's really gonna come from this Trump thing right there. And one thing, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to do some kind of assassination attempt on him and ease away where Barack Obama can come back in for a third term, and they'll do away with this whole voting for presidency, because it's a reason why they're keeping Barack in the spotlight. But that yet remains to be seen. But you all just watch how the cards play out. It's going to be something very spectacular that you've never seen before. Just watch. It's a reason why they're keeping Barack in the background. But indictments for Trump, no. I mean, all these people know what's going on. But anyway, Stephanie Pickleton, thank you for the question. Number 2, Kanisha H. Hey Trey, I have girlfriends that always ask me to go on vacation with them. Thing is, that guy is also going. I don't like the third wheel being me, since not in a relationship. They think I'm overreacting to keep declining. Am I wrong? No, Kanisha, I don't think you're necessarily wrong, because as anybody that ever been around couples, especially if you don't have no one, and not saying that, not trying to sound funny or anything, but don't nobody want to feel left out. They do make you feel like the third wheel, you know what I'm saying, like the broken wheel or whatnot, because you don't want to be around somebody and it's a couple thing and you just sitting there like you just a tag along. And the last thing you want somebody to do is like trying to include you, like they doing you a favor, whereas like they don't want you at home feeling sad, sitting on the ice. I mean, not sitting on the ice, sitting at home on the couch eating ice cream, watching reruns of the Golden Girls and things like that, or 227 or 8 Men, for those of you who remember those shows. But they probably feel like they were just doing you a favor. But it sounds like that you don't really want to be with them unless you have someone, because it will seem more appropriate. So yes, if I was you, I would decline also. And now if they want to go do things for us, you and your friend girls, that's fine. But for as a couple retreat, it's supposed to be couples retreat, not some people having a couples and one person not. That just wouldn't look right. I understand how you feel. You kind of feel left out in a way, but don't worry about it. Trust me, you'll find somebody. But thank you, Kanisha, for that wonderful question. Number 3, Chris Page. Hey Trey, what's good? I have a bizarre but real question to ask. What would you do if North Korea launched nukes to the USA, causing a doomsday? What survival instincts you would have in this worst case scenario? Wonderful question. One of the top 10 best ones I ever did so far on this 21 questions I've been doing lately. But Chris, the thing is like this: North Korea is nothing more than a big Hollywood production studio. How many times have we heard these questions and these things about Kim Jong-il, Kim Jong-un? I think Kim Jong-il was his father, I think, and Kim Jong-un was the it's the brother, because I think the other brother just wound up mysteriously dead, if I'm not mistaken. I think they found him dead not too long ago, Kim Jong-un brother. But it's nothing more than a big production to scare people. They're not going to send nukes over here. Do you know how small North Korea is? United States would wipe that damn country off the damn map. And no offense to anybody that's in North Korea, listen to this, which I doubt that they are, because the way they have their IP set up, you cannot pretty much go over into that country, whereas by person or whether it's by telecommunication, like far as this computer, going overseas or whatnot, they block certain things out, so they won't see this anyway. But it won't be no doomsday scenario. Remember, if anything happen, it's going to happen from China or Russia. I believe it's China really, and it's not. It's not North Korea. North Korea just a patsy, a scapegoat. We don't have to worry about them. Our biggest, as I could say, threat would be China. They the only one that could actually go in Russia also. They the only countries that can actually go toe to toe with America. But if they do, the whole 1/3 of the world, 2/3 of the world be wiped out. So that would be stupid right there, because it's just a tactic that they use to keep folks in fear. Now, what survival instincts would I use? First things I would do, I would go up to the mountains. I would go up to the mountains, because I've been in Boy Scouts. I know how to survive, and not just saying Boy Scouts teach you everything, but I do have a lot of wisdom and common sense that my dad had given me also when we used to go camping and go out in the woods. And that's one thing I liked about my childhood. We just didn't sit at home playing video games all day. We had to get outside, and sometimes, us boys, I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to this, and some of you tome girls too also. But we used to go play in the woods sometimes. We used to go find berries in the woods. We didn't have these handheld games and these cell phones and nothing like this. True, we had video games, but it wasn't nothing like it is today. You get lost in the woods, ain't no calling on no cell phone. You got to go out there and find them and hope a wolf or something don't get them. So my thing would be go to the woods. First thing you do, you stock up on first aid kits. You stock up on water. Water is the most important thing. It's more important than food. That's why you can only go like 3 days, 3.5 days without water before your body lock up and you die. Whereas you can probably go 30, 40 days without food. So get somewhere where I buy fresh water. Have you utensils for its pots to boil the water, to boil the bacteria out, and you can pretty much survive out there, like in the mountain area. I ain't talking about going way up and down in the mountain where it's too damn cold. You got to get somewhere where you be far off from a lot of people, because if it does happen, which I doubt if it does, you're gonna have people basically running around like zombies. Because once the food run out, once the grocery stores run out, and once all the dogs and cats get ate up, because people gonna start losing their mind. Because once you go home, get hungry, you're not gonna be the same. People gonna start eating each other. It's gonna be a real life zombie movie. So my best bet would be hit the mountains, and try to come up with a plan then. But for us, North Korea lunch and news, we don't have to worry about them. It's just a big act, a big circus. That's all it is. But Chris, thank you for that wonderful question. Number 4, Beverly Brooker. Hi, what do you find a good man at? What state? Thank you, from Philadelphia, PA. PA in the house. But look, I thought Philly had some good men up there. But anyway, you can find them. You still can find them anywhere, just like finding a good woman. Everything that shines ain't gold, and everybody that say they it's good or not necessarily good. But my advice to you is just and I'm not gonna tell you to go no church, because that was my mistake. Everybody said go find a church girl, and that church girl ended up giving me a lot of damn hell. So I'm not gonna say, well, go to the church or go to this. One thing I would say, just wait and let love come to you. That's what I would do. Don't close your heart off and your mind off. Because a lot of people, when they do that, when love and happiness in a second beginning comes, people don't know how to accept it, and they won't accept it because they would be so closed off, and they done been hurt, and they don't want to try to reach out and love somebody else. So number one, recognize it when it comes to you, but at the same time, be patient. Patience is a virtue. Remember that also, because what's going to happen and what's good for you will be. So don't rush it. Just let it come to you, like Tony Braxton said. Let it flow. That's all you have to do. But what a good man is, they still around. Most of them be at their jobs handling business. But these guys, unless you own your own business, unless you got some kind of way to get income, because you got to take care of yourself. You won't catch them at somebody else's job. They'll be making their own way. But you'll know them when you see them. Trust me. But anyway, Beverly Brooker, thank you for that question. Number 5, Susie Katz 12. Hello, this is Neil. Is it appropriate for couples to know passwords or codes to cell phones, laptops, etc. of their significant other, or is it an invasion of privacy? Me personally, I don't think it's an invasion of privacy, because if you don't have anything to hide, then why worry about a damn code or a cell phone? A code or passwords to these different devices. Because a person that has something to hide would be the person that be try to have the most privacy. Also, not saying that you shouldn't have privacy as a person, but if you don't have anything to hide, it's like an open book. You come and look into anything. It's like somebody coming and doing an audit of your business. If you don't have nothing to hide, lay the books out. Whereas in this case, it's a metaphor. Lay the phones out, lay the laptops out, lay anything out. You can go through whatever. But I feel also at the same time, don't nobody want nobody over them, making sure they ain't cheating on them and all this other stuff, trying to go through their things, seeing if they got pictures, videos, or whatever else. Because some of these devices be loaded down with so much damn porn and ass in it. It'll make you want to go to church and sing. But at the same time, you don't want to feel like you're trying to force somebody to be faithful. If they're not going to be faithful, whether you force them or not, it's not going to work. So my advice to you, if a person want to be how can I say this, secretive and protective of cell phones and devices, and every time you come around, you see them logging out of windows, that's a red flag. You need to check that, and that goes for anybody. But far as couples knowing each other password, now if you're a couple, you live together, yeah, you should know, because what you do affect me if we live together. Now if we live in separate houses, that's totally different, because you can't really hurt me that much except for emotionally. Now if I got my me and your place together and we living together, we have bills together, yes, that's a different step, because what you doing is, I don't want that to ruin me, just like you wouldn't want what I'm doing to try to ruin you. So yes, it depends on what level you're on. But I want to thank you for that wonderful question also, Susie Cat's nail. Number 6, Tiff, always on top, Tiffany. Hey Trey, love your videos. My question is that, do you read the Bible? Yes, I do. And if you read the Bible, which Bible do you read? KJV, King James Version. I know you don't go into too deep on your videos, but do you believe that demonic possession could be the reason that a lot of these people do crazy things, because they got caught up in something that they didn't understand and got taken over and were not able to control their actions? Yes, of course. P.S. I do know this is 2 questions. Thanks in advance. Have a blessed day. That's a wonderful question right there. And like I said, yes, I do read the Bible. Been reading it ever since I was a kid. Not saying I sit down like a monk every day. And just like I said, I meditate on certain things. Sometimes I might be driving, walking. Sometimes do videos. Some pop in my head. From a scripture or some or a little quote. And I try to paraphrase that into what I'm saying. But yes, I do read the King James Version. I love Proverbs. I love the whole Bible. Mark, Matthew. I love Genesis, where it talk about the firmament, where nobody want to talk about, and they got y'all worried about Nibiru, they got y'all worried about asteroids and everything, and you don't understand you already live in a protected enclosure. Maybe people need to really study that Bible and really see what it's saying. But at the same time, demonic possession is really real, because there's one thing about demons and all this, they only attack the weakest people. If you have a strong spirit and you prayed up, like Candace say, even though I'm not saying that she's some type of holier than thou type person, but if you stay prayed up and you got a good strong spirit, the demon, the enemy, as they say in church, cannot attack you, because it's about your spiritual level. Just like on the cartoon Dragon Ball Z, everybody had different chakras and cheese. Some people might be at 5,000, some might be at 10,000, some might be at 15,000. And what they represent, those numbers, is how much power you possess inside you, because that's what the Chinese believe in, is that chi, is that power that's within inside of you. So if you pray it up and you on point every day, can't nothing possess you, because your mind is so sharp. And notice who the demons seek out. These spirits, they seek out the weakest individuals, because guess what, just like in the Bible says, in only way a spirit or somebody can pillar a person's house, if they first have to bind that and tie that strong man up. Even though the book doesn't say it for verbatim like that, but that's pretty much what it means. You got to bind that strong man up before you come pillar the house. Just like far as these families, a lot of families destroyed because that man is not in there, a strong man. Take him out. The enemy comes in, your children doing anything, your wife's doing anything, because I do believe men, we are put here to be leaders, but a lot of us forgot our place. But back to what you said about the demonic possession, yes, that is very real. But if you have a weak vessel, of course, anything can get in there. Just like breaking into a bank. If that bank is fortified and it's secured all day long, can't nothing break in, nothing break out. But if it's weak and the guard's sleeping and they on breaks and they doing all these different things, talking to women, they should be watching the front door, the enemy can slide right in. And it's the same way it works in this physical form, whereas in spiritual form. But Tiff, always on top. Thank you for that wonderful question. And also, I want to send a big shout out to Eagle Wings 1032, and also a big shout out to Lowell Pack. They asked me to send them some shots out, and also to my girl Shayla Johnson, my girl Makisha, a lot of other people, my boy David over there in the UK, everybody, worldwide. Now, number 7, Sharon G. Trey, what is your opinion of a couple that is in an exclusive relationship, living together for 3 years, trying to purchase a home together? One person has almost perfect credit. The other person's credit is so bad they couldn't pay for attention. Damn. Should the person with the best credit get the loan only in their name for the best interest rate? The couple have known each other for 5 years. They both have discussed getting married in the next 2 years. Thanks in advance for your response. Sharon G from Raleigh, North Carolina. North Carolina in the house. Yes, I believe the person with the best credit should get it, because if the person that's with the person that credit so bad where they can't even pay attention, that should even be a discussion right there. So yes, you do want it with the person with the best credit, even though the house might be in their name. But it sounds like you're saying that, and a lot of people think that if something ain't in your name, which is true to a point, but that depends on who you're dealing with. We just like you want your own apartment in your name, so in case somebody get to tripping, or if it's time for somebody to get the hell out, like we say, you won't be the one leaving. You want to make sure you're secure. So that's pretty much what this question sounds like. More than anything, is the fact that it's more of a security, because if the person with the best credit can get the lowest interest rate and the best price and everything else, that should be the person that takes the lead, that takes the head, whether if it's man or male or female. Whereas the person with the least credit should just play their role. It is what it is. But yes, you're definitely right. I believe the person with the best credit should take the lead in this situation. And Sharon G, thank you for that wonderful question. Number 8, Trisha Avery. Hi Trey, I looked up what an empath was just because you are one. When did you first learn that you were an empath? I love your channel and I can't wait until you go live. Keep up the good work and you stay blessed as well. Well, I realized, like I said, when I was 5 years old, when I was 7 years old, just a lot of certain things bothered me. No matter if it was human beings, I used to just hate seeing people get dead wrong. I hate to see people being bullied, because I understood where it come from, and I understood that these people only mess with certain people or allow certain things to happen because they feel they can take advantage of this person. So that always been a part of me. I always wanted to treat people right. Now, if you treat me wrong, that's your ass. Now, I'm not saying I'm no angel or anything like that. I'm just saying, but I do have a heart for people, and I will go out of my way for people. Like I say, even I ride down the road, sometimes I see dead animals on the side. I have to turn my head because it just upsets me so bad. Like, we are all living things, and how can people just discard living things and treat it like trash? That's not love, man. So it makes you really look at this world from a different angle. And one thing about empaths, we tend to think deep. We tend to analyze everything and try to dissect everything so we can make it make sense to us, because everybody plays a certain role in this world. Some people, like I say, are here to teach. Some people are here to help heal people. Some people are here to destroy. Some people are here just to give people hell. Just like you got some people here to try to raise people up and make them into better people. But yes, I knew I was an empath ever since I was 5 or 7 years old. And Trisha Avery, thank you for that wonderful question. Number 9, Lisa Webb. Hey Trey, this is Lisa. My question for you is asking, if you met a woman who gotten to know more better than her being just a friend, but she has a small disability problem she explained to you about, would that run you away from accepting her being in that predicament? No, because as you grow older, you're gonna have more problems. As you grow older, you're gonna start losing a step or two. You're not gonna look as beautiful as you once used to. But remember, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So that's why you have couples that have been together 50, 60, 70 years, and you still see them going out on dates. You're still seeing them kiss each other, because you know what? If you love somebody, that don't matter. Love conquer all. And a lot of people say, well, you don't mean that. Be for real, man. You wouldn't be with nobody with no disability. Well, what if I had the disability? What if I was a good person and I uplifted all kinds of people and able to help and talk to people, and I had one leg or one arm, or if I had something else, some other element that's inflicted me, would that warrant the person not wanting to be with me? So I put myself in the other person's shoes at the same time also. And that's what people need to do also. When you put yourself in somebody else's shoes, then you would get a clearer understanding. Just sitting up here saying, well, no, I wouldn't be with nobody because that'll make me look bad. Well, if that's the case, well, you won't be with nobody when you get a little older, because as you get older, things gonna start falling apart. That's just the way life goes. The same way you came in this world, the same way you gonna leave. You came in helpless, and if you live long enough, you're gonna leave helpless. So To do that is just to fool yourself, so you here just for the entertainment and the ride and not for the commitment. In other words, if people don't want to be with somebody for a disability, whether you meet them at first and they got it, or if they develop one later on in life, because trust me, you will develop some kind of disability or disformality in your lifetime. So, we all need to think about that. But Lisa Webb, thank you for that wonderful question. Okay, hold on, give me a second. Number 10, do you have number 10, Von Zell, do you have brothers or sisters? Yes, I have two brothers and one sister, and they both get on my damn nerves. But no, I love them very much, even though they don't listen to Big Bro a lot. But yeah, I do. It was four of us, the four horsemen. Okay, and Von Zell, thank you for that wonderful question. Number 12, April Jackson, Know the Ledge show. Do you believe in soulmates? Of course, I believe in soulmates. I believe there's somebody here for everyone. And a lot of people, you know, get their soulmate, yet it's still just to lose them because they wasn't mature enough at first, or they didn't probably realize this person was the one for me years later after this person long gone. After they done had their fun or whatever else. But yes, there is a such thing as soulmates. And April Jackson, thank you for that wonderful question. Number 13, Demi Besso. 100% all of your videos expose your gift. Deep thinker, analyzer. You always make sense. When and where all sense is lost, you still find it. You're a true calling, psychiatrist, therapist, group or individual. The world so needs you. You were born to set it straight. You were born to help this crazy world stay focused and move forward despite all the madness. What a big job. Oh, what a big job. Do you agree? Yes, yes. I definitely agree with you, Demi. Because it takes a lot for a person to get in front of these cameras. And, I can get up front of here and act a fool. I can get up front of there and do like other people do with these pranks and stuff. But it's one thing to pour out your soul and pour out your spirit. And really, whether it's funny or whether it's joking or serious or whatever else. But it takes a lot for a person day in and day out to get up on this camera and tell you all the things that I tell you and certain other YouTubers tell you. I'm not talking about the crazy people who do anything, where it don't take no talent or any kind of intellect or wisdom, where you can unwrap a gift or here go a new washing machine. That ain't shit right there. Hell, I can do that all day long. But still though, it's very different when you talk to the people and you make them think and you make them reflect. That's when you're a different type of how can I say this? That's when you're a different type of soul, a different type of person. Because like I say, everybody's here for a reason. But yes, it does takes a lot of hard work, and it is a big job. Like people be getting mad because I don't have time to get to their comments, because you have to understand I'm dealing with thousands of comments. I got comments I haven't even checked, and you just can't let them go through no more because people be threatening people, saying all kinds of things, and you just have certain trolls, so you have to monitor everything, and that takes a lot of time. Also, people just don't understand the time that it takes to go into having a good YouTube channel, whereas it's not all negativity. Because if it was all negative, we just be doing and saying negative things all the time. But yes, it is a big job. And Demi Besso, thank you for that wonderful question. Number 14, Mono K. Whomever is stalking you, Trey, and giving you the thumbs down all the time, just want you and know they can't have you. True indeed. And they never will have me, because guess what? You want to make me mad. You putting a little thumbs down don't make me mad. It just make me like, okay, well, the truth hurts them then, because you think I'm finna sit up here every day and wait for somebody to upload something just to push a thumbs down button, because you can disable a thumbs up and thumbs down button. You see what I'm saying? But it goes to show you how lost and how wicked and crooked and miserable people are, because remember, misery loves company. If you happy, you ain't worried about no thumbs down. You ain't worried about none of that shit. Just that's why I don't speak on it, because I know what it is. You see what I'm saying? But I get it though. People look at you, look at your color. They're like, oh, well, he this and he that, or he's this. But see, you don't judge a book by its cover. You know what I'm saying? So, more power to them, and may God bless them. Put some more on there, hey, that's on you. I don't care, because I'm getting it one way or the other, but yes, Mono K, thank you very much. And it's a shame that they can't have me. It's plenty of other fish in the sea, but at the same time, that's very crooked of whoever that is. And it's more than one person. Of course I know, because I can look it up and see who's doing it. People are like, well, how you do that? Well, remember one thing, I am pretty good in computers and I am pretty good in research. But anyway, Mona K, thank you for that wonderful question. Number 15, Latoya Fox. Know the last show. What I don't understand how a man or woman can kill and hurt a individual they once care about or love at some point in the relationship. So sad my heart goes out to her family. I don't understand that also because you have to understand something. Love and hate is like sisters and brothers. It's like day and night. You can't have damn near one without the other because have you ever loved someone then you find yourself almost hating them? Have you ever loved something and almost found yourself hating them or found yourself hating that which you once loved? You have to think about that also. And that's why you have to be careful when the love is going in a relationship. You get off from around that person because I'm gonna tell you what will happen. That person will sabotage you. That person will lie on you. Will spread rumors about you. And the next thing you know, you got people thinking that you some type of rapist or you some pedophile or you some drug dealer or you some maniac crazy person. People say any damn thing. The mouth like it's like a butthole. Any shit might come out. You feel what I'm saying? So think about that also. And yes, that is my swag right there. That is the new phrase right there because people be all on different channels saying my damn slogans and stuff. Like, damn, didn't I just say that? But anyway, you're right. You're right. I don't understand how people can once love somebody then turn around and kill that person also too. I don't understand it. You just don't click like that overnight unless it's demonic possession. And and the other person with you should have seen something coming. If you this strong person and you used to standing up, you live in a certain way, then all of a sudden you started getting weak. You ain't caring about yourself. You letting yourself go. You don't want to go to work. You don't want to get out of bed. Some is taking over you, and the person that's with you need to address that or get the hell on because that's what's in that person that's taking them down will also ultimately take you down also if you let it. But thank you, Latoya Fox, for that wonderful question. Larry Smith, where can I find a good woman at? I would say church, but that shit didn't work for me. All thing I'm gonna say, just like I told you about the woman with a good man at. Only thing I can say is just wait for it to come to you. Wait for her to come, and you will know it when she come. Don't get her just because she got a big breast and big booties. Like BBD said, never trust a big butt and a smile. If you know what I mean, right there. That girl is poison. But just wait for it. You might find that person at the grocery store. You might pull up at a bank, at the ATM or not the ATM, go inside to cash a check a deposit. That would be the place I would love to find, if I was you asking that question. Because I'm like, okay, well, you got some bread. You got it going on. I got it going on. Even though it ain't all about money, but don't nobody want nobody standing at a bus stop sucking on a lollipop. You see what I'm saying? Nobody don't want all that right there. But just wait for it. And you might go to the grocery store anywhere. Just keep your eyes open. That's all I can say, Larry. And thanks for that wonderful question. Number 17, Kimberly Johnson. I'm 3 months pregnant and I haven't heard from my baby daddy in weeks. Do you think he left me? Unless that Negro's in jail, and unless that he done got sent overseas by Donald Trump, Agent Orange, yes, he probably left you. And one thing I would do, I would check and see where he's at. If what type of guy he is. I don't know what type of guy he is, Kimberly. But only thing I can say, if you're 3 months pregnant, you haven't heard from him in weeks. Something is definitely wrong. So you need to call around and you need to ask his family where the hell he at, or did he just knock you up and leave you and get you pregnant? And that's very sad. But check and see, because you never know in this day and time something might have happened to the guy. At least give him a chance first. Number 18, Byron Smith. When will your live stream be up? It'll be up very soon after I get through uploading the proper software that I need to put in there, because once I had put my hard drive in, some kind of way my coder it won't work properly. So I'm working on that also. But it will be up very soon also. Number 19, Shelby Cook. Do you really believe in love? Yes, of course I believe in love, because love is the reason why we exist. Love is the reason why we're here, even though a lot of people don't understand that concept. But as they grow and they mature, they will understand. This is all love. We was created out of love. I'm not talking about your mom and your daddy, because somebody created them also. And I'm not talking about your grandparents. You have to look and realize what it is. You're gonna do two things in this world. You're gonna love or you're gonna hate. That's as simple as that. But Shelby Cook, thank you for that wonderful question. Number 20, Kevin Brown. My girlfriend is pregnant and she says it is mine. What do I do? First thing you do is get a blood test if you're really starting to deny it also. Where did you meet this woman at? How did y'all meet? what have you heard about her? Do you have people telling you things? Because you know, when things like this happen, you have females and males saying, man, look, she was with such and so. Then they own friends turn on them too. That's why I don't understand why these females, they talking about they got girl secrets. No, they don't, because your main home girls be the main one telling and snitching on you, just like your homeboys do. So my thing is, take her word, and if you feel that it's not yours and you really feel that conviction in your heart, go get a blood test. Matter of fact, go get two. Don't let the state do it, because they gonna say it's yours. Trust me, they gonna fuck over you. So get you a real blood test. Get two of them, because don't go to none of these state agencies. Don't let them do it. Trust me. But anyway, Kevin, hope you get that straight. And thanks for the question. Number 21, Sarah Sutton. What do you think about people who aren't loyal? I think they full of shit, and I think they need to be alone. They should be ostracized and kicked to the side somewhere, because if you're not loyal, you don't have no respect for nobody, and you will mess over that person. You would do anything to hurt that person. So the best thing to get or be by yourself is find somebody loyal who gonna ride and die with you. If you don't have that, you don't have nothing else in this world. I don't care how good the sex is, how good they talk, or what they have. If they're not loyal to you, they're not for you. Simple as that. So thanks, Sarah, for that question, and everybody else. Thank y'all for submitting your questions this week. I will upload the video Tuesday, where you can submit your more questions that you may have for the next Saturday video. And also, if you have any other questions, you can also put them in a link below, not the link below, in the comment section below. And I will get around to them. But if it's more than 21, I will have to add some of them to the following week questions, so I can try to at least get around to everyone. But anybody, thank you all for the wonderful questions and all. And I hope that, I shed some light on your situations. Till next time, you all stay blessed. It's been Trey. I'm out.